Hi, it's Nava from Spirit as Nava, and my blog is at unleashyourinnerlight.com. And I've been talking about the steps of affirmative prayer or science of mind treatment, and I wanted to continue today with step 3, which is realization. In step 1, we looked at recognition, which is recognizing that there's something bigger than we are. Whatever you call that presence, the divine in your life. And really kind of swimming around in that and feeling that and getting in touch with, whether it's through logic or through feeling, that there is this thing that created us. We're here. We exist. And step 2 was about unification, which is getting in touch with the fact that I am made of that. If there's only one God and that's all there is, then everything that I know about, everything that I see, everything that I experience is alive in that. And then step 3 is realization. So once you are in touch with what your feeling or concept of God is, and how you are part of that, then it sort of makes the ground fertile for getting what you want in your life, realizing what you want in your life. So that's why it's called realization. And so the realization step, it's important to remember to talk about what you want, not what you don't want. For example, in our ongoing example in this series, we're talking about peace of mind. And so I wouldn't spend time talking about the turmoil I feel or the chaos or the lack of clarity or any of that. That's what I do in my purpose step before I get started, is to look at what I want instead of what I have. So the other example is looking for a job. If in your purpose statement, you would be looking at, you want a fulfilling, satisfying job or income that feels rewarding and satisfying. And, or that might be your statement. And then in realization, you're really describing what that would be like if you had that in your life, as though it was already true. And that's really the whole purpose of spiritual mind treatment, is to change our mindset, to shift our consciousness, to know that that's possible, to know that my current conditions are part, at least in part, from how I've been thinking and believing and acting in the world. And so if I'm not feeling peace, that is partially due to how I respond to events. Of course, there's events going on that, can feel like anything but peace. But in this step, we're looking at how I can have peace in my own mind, in my own heart, in my own reality, regardless of what's happening outside me. And of course, the most famous example of that is Viktor Frankl, who was in the Nazi concentration camps and found a way to be happy. I don't remember the quote, but it was, the only thing that we really have that no one can take away from us is the way we look at the world and the way we choose to experience life. And I hope none of us ever has to be in that kind of situation to prove that to ourselves. But it's an extreme example that even that guy, I don't know if I could do that, was able to find peace in that situation and to feel in control of his life. So with a job, for instance, it's thinking of, that you have certain skills and certain abilities and certain talents, that there's probably an employer out there looking for someone with exactly that mix. Or there's a business idea that could use exactly what you have to offer, that kind of thing. And so that's what step 3 is about. So let's do an example of step 3 for peace of mind. and I would have already done the step of knowing that Spirit is all there is, this invisible presence that is felt, intuited, known, that there is something more than just my life or the events I know. There is one life, eternal, ever-present, always still, peaceful, abundant, and alive. And step 2, I know I am made of that. Since that's all there is, I have to be part of that. It is living in me and as me, and I am living in it as a drop in the ocean. And so step 3, I know that the peace of Spirit is my peace, that the joy of Spirit is my joy, that the ever-present, calm, beautiful peace that is Spirit is mine now. I know this is so because if it were not the predominant thing in reality, then there would be complete and utter chaos. And that is not so. Spirit is always giving of itself in my life, as my life, in my mind, in my heart. And all I need do is remember, take a breath, and know that as the chair is supporting me right now, Spirit is supporting me in so many ways that are unseen. Supplying oxygen to breathe, my lungs knowing what to do, all the metabolic functions happening without me having to think about it at all. Thank goodness. And that the peace of Spirit is what holds all of this. Circumstances appear within that spacious peace. And I identify with the peace rather than the events. I know what's happening, but I identify with the peace within, knowing that this is the only way to truly, truly change my reality. Just like looking at the vast blue sky, how beautiful, open, spacious it is. My attention may be caught by a cloud or a plane going across, but really the sky is always there. The stars are always there, even right now in broad daylight. I just can't see them right now. And so knowing that this spacious peace is reality, I know it is all I am. And that would be a step 3. And the next time we'll talk about the last 2 steps, which are quick, which are Thanksgiving and release. And after that, I'll do a video on how you pray for someone else if you're not praying for yourself. All right, hope to talk to you again soon. Bye.